Hello, everybody out in the world. It is February 22nd, 2020. This is episode 11 of the Gear Swap. The grind continues. Welcome to everybody. I am Bratz. I am the host along with 10K and with Birdie, who are now live and on the air. How are you guys doing this week?
I'd be good, though.
And I was the one that had no energy 10 seconds ago.
That's like all I got.
I'm doing very well. I just aced another test yesterday, so I'm in a good mood.
Okay, bitch, go off.
There you go.
Yeah, literally.
Congrats.
Snap.
Yeah, Asian does math, you know? That's literally how...
I'm dead. You said
like,
Asian does math.
That just happened.
So last class I need to graduate, a math class, so that's all I need.
How lucky.
Okay, bitch, go off.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm happy about it.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I got hit with, like, the eternal boredom today, I feel like. Everything was just kind of like, I don't want to do this at all.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for the past month.
Yeah, I definitely hit a wall as well today. Wow. Okay, no crotch shots there, Christian. It's unnecessary. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hit a wall. I got home from work. I'm like, all right, I'm going to play some video games. Gonna eat some Taco Bell. Gonna get ready for the stream.
Oh yeah, TB.
And then I had Taco Bell, and I played some fail games of Call of Duty, and I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to go lay down for a second. We're just going to wait for the stream. And that's been my life today. How about you guys? What's the week been like? Christian passed a test. Birdie and I are looking for apartments.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's great.
Everything's fine.
I'm very excited. I just want to find an apartment and get it over with.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm just trying to find out when we move. Oh my gosh, because like moving got postponed due to the virus. So.
Right.
Due to the ick.
The ick in the chat.
There's some icks for you.
There we go. That's all. Yeah.
We need a vaccine for this ick. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Get it out of here.
Really?
Yeah, so some podcasting notes for the week. This is week 11. Coming up on 3 months almost of pulling
That's
a podcasting
wild.
gig. We've got 11 people here live with us right now. Thank you guys for coming out. We always appreciate it.
11 for 11 weeks, beach.
One for each week. I like it. It's apt.
You don't want to play anymore, RJ? Okay.
RJ's done.
Okay.
He got
Later,
tired.
RJ.
He got tired of saying he was gonna F some kid's mom.
Literally.
Oh my God, that child is much too young to be saying things like that.
But he plays Call of Duty.
He's like 4, and he knows how to play Call of Duty.
Nice.
I don't like it.
Gotta bring him to iCombat. I hear they're letting anybody in these days.
Right. Oh my gosh. It's.
But yeah.
Literally
So.
happening.
Yeah. Right. So for the show, we got show this week, show next week, show for every week, etc., etc. This week, our main topics are going to be our weekly update, which we're currently doing right now. We're going to go into our discussion about military intel. We do have... it's going to be a pretty wild conversation for that, because we got very different game styles for the different fields. After that, we're going to do some group discussion, so we'll be taking... Oh, Birdie, your microphone, why?
Sorry.
You're like rubbing it on sandpaper.
It was just my shirt.
We're gonna do some group discussion after military intel. See what the old chatterinos want to talk about. And I think we're gonna play some Jackbox again later. So I'll load up the Jackbox. We'll play some Quiplash. I think get some angst out. Get some social interaction.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll start off. I guess my week has been good. I've surprisingly been drinking more now that the quarantine is in full effect everywhere.
Who isn't, man?
That's a true story. I've done a power hour every single weekend for the last 4 weeks.
Oh my God.
Power hour.
I can't say I've done that, but I definitely have been drinking more, so.
Yeah. it's like there's nothing to do. I mean, I feel I don't.
So pick up the bottle.
Yeah, I feel like since there's less to do in the world,
Enjoy the simple
yeah,
things.
there's nothing.
So
I-
get fucking drunk.
I don't even drink that much. I usually don't. We'll go out like once a month usually, if that.
Once or twice, yeah. Because generally it's like because like friends are throwing things or like we're
Right.
gonna go out with people because we made plans.
Yeah. Now it's just, hey, it's Friday. Want to get this day over quicker.
That's so sad, but yeah.
Is that a problem?
I think it's everybody's problem right now. So if everybody's going through it, then we just won't call it a problem.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Just never refer to it as self-medicating, and you are A+.
But you treat outside wounds with rubbing alcohol. So you treat inside wounds with drinking alcohol.
Of course, the logic there is.
You can't beat that.
No, you can't.
It's absolutely sound.
It makes sense.
You cannot beat that.
You may have just heard some noises in the background on the stream that the host can't hear. I figured out how to play audio files, so I got a little soundboard now. So.
Love that.
The only background noise I have is this 4-year-old child. When
I'm
Mom's
dancing,
not
but nobody
here,
else is. Because
walks into my room.
I'm the only one.
Am I on beat?
Yeah, you could have been. I'm the only one that could hear that. That was the coffin song. I just dropped it for no reason, and the stream is now copyrighted.
Oh.
I can't believe you've done this.
Yeah. One thing that I did do a lot of this last week was play Dead by Daylight on stream. That was fun.
Oh yeah, I joined you.
Yeah.
If you want to hear me drop multiple F-bombs at a time, go check it out.
Yo,
Our
Dead by Daylight's always a good game.
Our prim and proper Natalie turns into quite the sailor when she starts getting chased.
Quite the sailor.
Where? Since when?
Mm-hmm.
You tell me. You tell me.
Dude, like, she'll be on a generator, and then, like, the killer will come up behind her, and all of a sudden it'll just be like, oh, fuck, shit, go! And there you go, I swore. I did it. I was the first one again.
You were. I was like, please don't swear. Please don't swear.
You weren't the first one. Why do you always think you're the first one? I literally said go off, bitch, to Christian.
Yeah, but you can say bitch on the radio. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, anyways, come watch my Dead by Daylight streams. They're really fun. I think that might be one of the only games I start streaming, like, more of, because there's decent interaction with that game. And the community in Dead by Daylight's really cool. I had a couple people drop in with, what do they call it, raids? So I had, like, one person drop 12 people on my channel.
It's also just, like, it's huge.
Yeah.
The streaming platform for a DBD is
That's
gigantic.
really fun. And I'm a toxic Jake Park saboteur, so whatever. All right, that's enough about me. I'm done talking. Birdie, you got the floor.
What am I supposed to say, bro? I already said everything I was gonna say.
What is this?
There's nothing going on.
Hold on. I have to play this sound because I don't remember what the soundbite is.
Oh, great. All right.
Go ahead.
It's the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
Oh, okay.
That was pretty apt.
It was perfect. I should have let it run. Like, what is this? Followed up immediately with the I don't know what I expected.
Like what? I don't. Oh,
What do you? How your classes going?
They're great. They're fine. They're online, and most of them are writing papers. Others of them are showing up on time to online class. I play video games during my history class now because I don't have to be unmuted or on camera for it, which is lit.
So you're basically listening to an audiobook live.
Yes, essentially. All I have to do is do the homework for it, really, to pass and be in the video call.
Do they talk about Alexander Hamilton?
I had a midterm that I had to finish that I did in literally 3 hours. Didn't think I was going to finish it, but I clapped that bitch. What else? I think that's about it. That's my week. So
I'm having way too much fun with this the soundboard. When you said you clapped
Somebody take the soundboard away from Christopher immediately.
I'll fucking do it again.
I know you will, which is why someone needs to confiscate it.
Fair. All right. I won't.
Anyway.
I promise I won't hit the soundboard for another 2 seconds. All right, Christian, you're up.
All right. So, like I said earlier, got a good grade on my math test, so I'm glad about that. Asian does math, you know. It's basically my roots, and now I'm.
Was that a math joke?
Yes. I'm glad you caught it.
Thank you.
So basically, for my Switch, I'm debating on whether or not to buy another video game, get another video game, because I already bought Mario Maker, but now I want to play ARMS. I don't know why, but Splatoon and boxing just make a really good mix together, and it's really fun.
Why not at this point?
Yeah, literally. Nothing but time.
I've bought 2 video games in this entire quarantine. I got Mario Maker and what was that? Dying Light. I'm enjoying both the games. I don't know why I want to buy ARMS, but I feel like it will just be another way for me to like kill time and kill a bunch of days out of the week. Because once I get a new video game, I'm kind of stuck on it for a whole week up until I realize I'm not
I just
that
zoned
great.
out. Sorry. Ooh, I'm awake.
Yeah, I was like, Chris, you're just staring into thin air. Like you're just trying.
Sorry, it's been a rough day. Sushi for lunch and then Mexican food for dinner really shot my body.
It's like.
Why do you keep saying Mexican food as if Taco Bell is certifiable Mexican? That's insulting to that culture. Stop. It's just Taco Bell. To it as such. Moving on.
Okay, so the Mexican food I had throughout the week was mainly Taco Burrito King. Because
it's the same thing. It's just made quicker.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How do I make a poll?
No.
Hold on. You guys talk. I want to make a poll for the chat.
Okay. Let's compare 2 things, okay? There's the Taco Bell. Okay, defer Taco Bell's nacho fries to the super fries that TBK has. Look at that. I don't know why. I love both, but you get way more out of TBK for some reason.
Okay, that's like the worst example ever, though, because like TBK has like, legit like Mexican selections at least, but like you roll up to a Taco Bell and you're like, yo, let me get a Crunchwrap Supreme, bro. Like that is not a dish from that culture's food, bro. Granted, it is delicious.
I don't know if you heard I coughed. I might have the but yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Chris, that face.
All right, hold on. There's a straw poll in the chat. If you're in the live chat, go ahead, vote on the straw poll. I want to see the answers.
Straw poll! Alright, now we get to see what everyone else thinks. But yeah, the fact that I've just been taking advantage of the fact.
I know.
I've just been taking advantage of the fact that TBK is 24/7. So.
Oh, that's fair.
100%. That sounds so good. Can we stop talking about that? Oh, that sounds so good.
All right. Next thing next hypothetical thing I need help on.
Yeah, go.
Do I buy this video game or not?
I mean, yeah.
Go for it.
Do it.
What else?
I'm playing the heck out of the demo. I already main Twintel.
Did you get stimulated?
A pertinent question.
I would be lying if I said no.
Well, then do it.
Okay.
Get on it.
Get on it. The thing is, I'm just like you know, I don't want to. I know it's like actually no, I'm wrong. It's a game that you can just drop and then pick up again at your own time. You know, you could say like all video games are like that.
60 seconds until I close the poll. Go vote now. Hurry.
Oh yeah, everyone go vote. We need to see the Taco Bell versus TBK debate. I don't know what.
All right.
Either way.
He put too many answers to the question, and now there's only one right answer that has nothing to do with Taco Bell.
How do you think?
Now I need to see.
How do you think?
I need to see.
How do you think politics really works? You gotta flood out. You gotta flood out the other people. It's called gerrymandering. I gerrymandered this poll.
Is that an actual term?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay. The only
Which is
term I
why
know
you
is
should fill out your 2020 census.
The only term I know is filibustering
This
because
podcast has really devolved.
I
Yeah.
am really good at that.
So one of the few things we're not going to be doing tonight, which we normally do, is I'm not going to be switching the scenes around. I just fell asleep basically after I got home and didn't prep much, so we're going to be stuck on the main screen for most of the show. So I apologize to that. That's me. That one's on me, but
You just get our wonderful, big, beautiful, blown up faces.
yeah, just know that I love you all. All right. I'm going to go refresh the poll. I'm going to post that. While that's happening, one of you guys talk about our game mode of discussion today.
The game mode of discussion. Military intel. Oh,
Yeah.
I just remembered it's military intel.
Christian, you want to kick it off with the rules?
It is a quick game, but I have seen it last the whole 5 minutes, believe it or not. But so military intel, in terms of, let's say Alcatraz, in terms of Alcatraz. So obviously there's both teams' backpacks are on the field, in the shower area, but on the opposite side of each other. So let's say camo team is at intake, I would say you grab the other team's backpack. Yeah, you grab the other team's backpack, I think. The blue backpack would be on the other side of the shower by bus stop, and then the same way goes for black team on bus stop. So basically you have only 2 lives. If you die twice, you're out. You have 5 minutes to complete the game. You can win this game 1 out of 2 ways. One way is just eliminate the entire other team. Number 2, which is the faster way to do it, grab the other team's backpack and bring it back to your base without dying. If you die while holding the bag, you have to drop it at your feet. I think I nailed all of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sounded pretty good to me.
I liked it.
All right.
I have the results of the poll.
Results of the poll. Oh!
I'm going to be changing the scene right now. And you can see by a very narrow 1-vote victory, Taco Bell is Mexican food.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Ooh, viewer count. Ooh.
Taco Bell coming in with 3 votes for being Mexican food, followed up by fuck Trump.
Whoever voted for that, your mom's a hoe.
Excuse you. Nancy Boomer is a saint.
Also, I'm brats.
Oh, yeah. Remember when I said I didn't prep anything?
Yeah. Apparently that was very sincere.
Yeah. Don't talk about Mama Thermit that way.
Yeah, Mama Thermit.
All right, we're going to go back to the main screen.
I apologize.
Shall we head back?
All right, so
love to both you and Mama Thermit.
Talk about one of the games that goes by in literally 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yes, so Military Intel is actually one of my more liked games, I think. I like it a lot.
Tell me how during Military Intel I always forget that there's only 2 lives. So I'd be just running out willy-nilly and then second life, and I'm like, oh shit.
Well,
word, I'm dead.
It's because it's such a quick game. You don't really have time to think about your... Oh, excuse me.
Oh my god. Wow, this is so bad.
Salmon was fighting Mexican food in my tummy.
It's not Mexican food.
Excuse me, hold on.
By the poll.
Okay, can you fucking... It's not up for debate, bro.
It's not, you're right. We have a poll, we have data.
No,
look at that.
Does not decide that
look at this.
Up for debate, and I'm telling you, it's not up for debate. That shit is not Mexican food. Anyways, can we just continue on?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
It's totally Mexican food. All
It's
right.
okay to be wrong sometimes.
Yeah, Military Intel's like one of those games where it happens so quickly that you don't really have time to think like, oh, I need to protect my life, because 80% of the games in Chicago are determined in the first 30 seconds. So you just kind of have to get out there and throw your body at it.
You think so, huh? I don't know why it was. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you should have voted in the poll if you didn't think it was Mexican food. I gave you plenty of time. Sorry, voting's over. This is like
Thank you,
this is like the
Liana.
Democratic primary. It's over before it started.
All I'm
Like,
saying is
look at that.
like my opinion is correct, and like my females in the chat backing me up, and that's that on that. Period. Skirt.
I'm gonna bring Mexican food into our apartment every day.
I have the hugest urge to buy some right now. Just have
Anyway,
it delivered.
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah. So Alcatraz. Now you all know my hatred for the Alcatraz map as a whole. That game on that field, it ain't it. Like, it's just so quick. There's so much cover. Like, the minute you get the bag back into the middle, like, the game is over. It's just done. You can't catch up to the guy. You're never going to get there because they're just going to sprint back, knock over 4 new people on the way, bust a lip. Someone's going to walk out with, like, a fucking pulled groin.
It's so real though.
Remember the day Mike was limping and he still brought the bag back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. I was the team leader for that one.
I feel like with like the last few games of military intel that I played before everything was shut down were actually really, really.
Please tell me you just saw Nick's message.
Yeah.
I saw it.
We're really.
Hold on.
slow.
Don't talk for a second.
You know, the fact that like we can't hear it is really a downer.
I know. Well, yeah, it's fine. You can watch it in the VOD, which I'm going to put up after this.
Anyway, so the last couple of games of military intel that I had played before everything got shut down actually went really slow. They were almost the duration of like the whole 5 minutes, which was weird.
Yeah,
And they were all on Alcatraz too.
Yeah, every once in a while you get a good one that somehow just lasts. It's the games where people actually play defense.
Yeah, exactly.
I've had games on the Chicago field that go that long and they're fun. Like after that first like 30 seconds to a minute's up and you're like, okay, we're playing now.
Right.
Like that's a good feeling. I think that's as close as you can get to an actual competitive game playing in like a public session.
Probably because like it's like even if it goes like longer than how fast it can go, it's still like a really fast-paced game because you're constantly trying to like communicate with people, figure out where people are, and like all that stuff. I feel like that's kind of like the same for domestic threat too, which is like why personally they're 2 of my favorites, because like if you can get them to be like engaging games, like they go for a while and you're also like you're doing all of the things that you would do in a more competitive setting because it forces you have to communicate, you have to plan, you have to have strategy, like all that stuff, which is my favorite part of the game personally.
Yeah, I agree. I guess let's go on to our basic strategy. Talking to the new players, talking to the noobs. So this one is really hard to teach to new players because in my opinion there's a very fine line between pushing them to get to the middle, not like physically pushing them because why would we ever do that, but like mentally preparing them that like you need to be in the middle of the map on this one after telling them for every other game don't go in the middle of the field. It's Jesus Christ, Nick, your messages in the chat are just throwing me off right now. Um, you really have to like explain to them like everything that's going to happen is going to be done in 30 seconds and you just need to be in the middle. But at the same time, you have to make sure they're not like clogging up the way so that you can't complete the actual objectives.
I feel like that like issue is so like across the board for all objective games, because I feel like when it comes time to play them and you're not playing like just like a rip-off of TDM, you run into this problem with new people where, not problem, but obstacle, where you have to start really explaining like where things are and why they're there and the best way to get to them, because it's not just, oh, if you see a person, shoot them and this is what happens, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like it's the same situation for all objective games like that. It's like you do actually have to like talk to them, communicate, explain where it's going to be, why it's going to be there, and like why you should or shouldn't do A, B, and C. So it really relies on like if you're going to explain to them what they need to be doing, because like a lot of times during games like that, especially bad games, they like go wander out trying to find it right away, having no idea where they're actually going.
Right.
And like well, I'm not gonna say the 30 seconds, but like the short window that team leaders like rush through all the directions, you know, half the people aren't listening, and half the people who are like trying to comprehend it as fast as it's being told to them on a map that they've never played on before, so they're just staring at it like you know. So it's kind of like up to us as players who have played before to like go over it with them, and also just like be able to help them when they're out there, if you so choose, I suppose. Because you could also just talk to the other regulars and then go do something with them and let them flounder about.
Right.
Which I feel like is usually the case, especially with games like that that go so fast. Like if you have a fast regular on your team, you know they can go get the bag. You're usually like, go. Be free.
Yes. Okay. Christian, what are you telling new players?
What am I telling new players?
Don't get got.
The one thing. So number one thing I say to them is, I probably emphasize this when I team lead too, but if you somehow get the bag, number one, congrats, now you have to run all the way back. Number two, if you die while holding it, please drop it. Because I've seen a bunch of games where someone would, where the person would die holding in the shower, but they would be able to run all the way to like 3 jail cells after, and then somehow tell me like I didn't hear you. Like, come on,
Yeah.
I told you before the game started, and I yelled as you died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I also feel like military intel is also another one of those games. It's kind of like when you get into like what's the name of that game? Supply Grab. We haven't talked about that yet. But it's similar in the way of like it goes so quick, and the people who know where they're going and know what they're doing go there and do those things so fast that like the game ends super quickly, and then the people who are new are like, did the game just end already? Like with no idea what just happened.
You get the real stragglers that are generally just leaving the base and it's like game over. You're like, wait, what?
Or like by the beginning of the next game, they're just barely coming back. They're like, did we
Yeah.
win? Like what happened?
The random kid that took his phone out to take a picture. He's like,
it's over?
He's like, I didn't get to play. Why'd you take your phone out? It's simple as that.
yeah. All right, we're gonna refresh this poll. I put up a poll in the chat for the people watching. It says,
I
"Would
feel
you?"
like it could be general. Why are you making it to Chicago?
Well, I mean, just because we're talking about Chicago right now. We'll talk about the other fields in a little bit.
That's fair.
So this poll was, would you go upstairs military intel in Chicago? What do you guys think the results are?
Ooh.
I feel like maybe it's a split.
If you're more of a kill-based person, basically barely anyone goes upstairs. So it's.
I think if you want to play a competitive game where people are actually like using strategy, then the answer is yes.
Okay. All right, let's see what the results say. Survey says yes, the majority of people would want to go upstairs. We got 6 votes. That's only half of the people out there watching. This is why we can't have good things as a country, guys. We need more people voting. At least get me 80% of the people voting.
I voted yes.
I also voted yes.
I also voted yes.
See, look at that. We got the whole podcast
so
crew. Like...
Yeah. I mean, and we'll get this when we get to the advanced strategies for this game, but I think the upstairs is a good choice to do if A, because it helps your team a lot if you're the only one that goes up there. And B, the other team's probably going to have a regular that goes upstairs and you have to kind of kill each other.
I know.
Also, it's really great for giving the people who sit in the corners of those cells right across from the bag and just sit there and kill people while they're trying to get it. Like somebody I know.
Who's that?
I'm not going to call anybody out. It's you. It's you.
Okay.
I feel attacked.
You should. That's the purpose.
Bruh.
All right, back to the main screen. All right, so advanced strategies for Chicago. Either field, Alcatraz, Shanty, doesn't matter. One of the nice things about military intel, too, it's played on every field, I believe. So,
yes.
We're going to talk about Madison. We're going to talk about Waukesha. We'll talk about a little bit about Michigan. I don't know much, but we got Fire Mandrill here, so he'll tell us everything we want to know ever. So advanced strategy, I'll go first, I guess, since I already started talking about it. But going upstairs as a regular is super strong because, like I said, you kind of have to take out the other regulars that come upstairs. So if you can get to that staircase first, pop off the other people upstairs, and then no one ever looks upstairs. So you're effectively shooting fish in a barrel. If you can get up there and actually take some people out, wonderful. You can effectively take out the entire defense from upstairs. Also, say you go upstairs, the other team gets the bag really quick. You're probably the only person that's going to be able to kill that person with the bag that's running back. So you really have to be on your game, if you will, on your shiz, just to get the whole thing taken care of. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Minimize the screen for a second. Sorry about that. Oh God, I'm doing it again. What am I doing? Check its vibe. What's its vibe?
Bad vibe.
Bad vibe.
Bad vibe.
Chris Chan, your advanced strategy.
Advanced strategy is that there is ideally, the way I see it, ideally in Alcatraz, there are 3 ways for you to look at the bag and walk up to the bag. Obviously, there's both hallways and then the middle shower. Just cut through. My way of doing it is prioritizing all 3 entrances, because obviously if everyone's flooding all 3 entrances, they can't shoot everyone that comes through. So whoever, yeah, I know that's my theory, but
okay.
I've done it before. That's why. So like, there are times where I was on intake. I've walked in through the door on garbage detail. After that entire firefight has gone down, I was the one left standing because I was behind so many people, and I took advantage of the clutter that was there.
Nice.
And was able to get the bag and come back. So that's why I speak from experience on that one.
Okay.
So that's why it's just a matter of just flood the bag. Flood the bag.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sweet. Bird.
This is gonna sound really lame, but I'm gonna say it anyways. My advanced strategy is literally just have a strategy at all. Like, I'm so tired of people just being like, I'm gonna go get it and end the game. Like, I get it, whatever, but also, like, a lot of times that ends up being an issue because that person gets taken out, nobody else is focusing on them, they're doing their own thing. Maybe they don't have backup, that plan goes out the window, then what are you doing? Like, doing the best that you can to get to the bag when there's already a bunch of people on it. You know what I mean? So, I think that honestly, you should just take advantage of the players that you have, figure out who's good at what, who wants to do what, and actually come up with a plan before you start playing instead of one person who knows they can get it or thinks that they can is just like, I'll do it, and goes by themselves. I think it's a lot more fun when you actually strategize with your teammates and get new people involved and try and, figure stuff out together. Sometimes that doesn't work either, but I do think that it really it promotes like more team fun and like just like actual strategy for the game. I think it just kind of makes everything a little bit more inclusive, and also like it can just be more fun for the regulars too, because then you actually feel like you're playing a competitive game and not just I'm winning, like I'm gonna get the points and that's that on that.
Mm-hmm. Look, I likes it. That's a well thought out answer.
Thanks.
We're growing as a
Having
podcast.
Yeah.
While you guys were talking, I came up with another thing that I like to do and I've done in the past. This has been the cause of a few bleeding situations.
Oh no. Not
Where
blood.
yeah, so if you move rapidly along the outside of the field, I've had games, it doesn't happen every time, but I've had games where you can get behind the other team. So you can actually loop all the way back around, and if there's any kind of delay in the middle of the field where no one grabs the bag right away, you can just tear through everybody from behind and then just pick up the bag and just walk straight back.
Right.
I know Sean and Left Shark had a incident on that. They ran into each other doing one of those.
Was that the reason?
Yeah, they were both running into the side door and just clunked each other, I believe. Sean's in the chat, he could tell me if I'm wrong. But I think that was one of them. But that also is like the most enraging for me, because I'll be coming up the left side, say, from bus stop, and I'll get past the midfield, and I'm like, all right, there's nobody here. I'm going to do it. And then there's like the two random, like completely new people that like just come like casually waltzing around the corner with their guns. And they're like, oh, it's a player. Pew, pew, pew. And I'm just like, the fuck are you doing here? And why are you showing up now? You should have showed up 4 seconds ago when I had my gun up expecting somebody.
What would you say that you do here?
Yeah. And then they look all super happy, and I'm just like,
Fuck.
motherfucking shit, god damn it. As I like take my walk of shame back to the base, knowing that I contributed absolutely nothing to this game now.
Win some, you lose some.
Yeah, apparently.
That's how it is. That's how it is.
Yeah, it really is.
A for effort.
It's like that sometimes, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. Yeah, I personally really enjoy military intel now. That being said, I like it a lot better on another certain field. We're going to add something to the end of this too. Because I just thought about it because I was thinking about it before and then it just popped back up in my head. And I'm not going to talk about it right now because I want you guys to think about it, and people in the chat. If you could make rule changes to any of the games, we'll do this from now on. Like if you could like change a specific rule or add a rule to a game that you think would make it more competitive and more fun versus just a sprint fest. Like just kind of think about that, because I have one that I've actually run by some of the bigger peoples, and I didn't get a lot of good feedback from it, but I have some ideas to make some of these games better. Yeah, he's just like a walking pincushion. I like that. I've always actually thought that Judge Dredd should actually do less damage, but that's a different discussion for another day.
Legendary.
Let's talk about Madison.
Yes, because we play there so often.
I mean, I've played there enough where I love
military.
I love military intel on their field.
I be poking fun.
I know.
I barely remember what it's like to play. I don't know why, but it's like half the games that I know I've played at Madison are just like not in my memory bank anymore.
Well, that's awkward.
I feel like maybe just like give me a refresher. Where is the bags usually?
I'm
Is
actually...
it Clock Tower and...
No, it's in... I have a picture of their field. I'm gonna put this up on the stream.
Okay.
Save image.
Oh, like the respective guard towers?
Yes, yeah, they're in the opposite guard towers.
I remember.
So as you
now.
enter the field, they're on the left side.
We played it the last time we were up there.
Yeah.
Of course, I mean, we were there for multiple sessions, so it was bound to happen, but I do remember. I suck at it. I don't be good.
All right, give me one. Oh my god, this picture is so huge. I just loaded it into OBS. Give me 1 second to resize it.
I'm gonna go pee.
Ooh. You should do that before having an accident.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna switch this over. All right.
Sweet.
So this is a picture. So this is a picture of the field over at Madison.
Woo!
And now that I'm doing this, since we got a second here, I'm going to change the names around. Brats, 10K, Birdie.
Dang. Somehow I took a nap.
Birdie's over here.
Still ended up
Ooh.
tired. I don't know how.
You know, it's the damnedest thing. I wish I knew how that worked, but it just kind of does. And Birdie's there.
And it does what it does.
All right, cool. Transition. All right, now we got the right name tags. All right, so as
Hooray.
Birdie's gone, as you're looking at the field here, this is Madison's field. The bottom spawn, I believe, is called the officer's quarter, and then the top spawn in the top left of the field is called the motorcade. And the bags, I wish I could actually point on here, but the bags are going to be in as you exit straight out of both bases. From the bottom base, that guard tower on the left, that's the one bag. It's in the ground floor. And then if you exit the top base, heading straight out, it'll be on your right side, looking away from the base in that guard tower. So the two guard towers are facing each other, but you can't get into them unless you come around to the door. You have to come around this tower into the other side. So you're basically coming from the enemy team's base. So it's very difficult to get in there.
Still hard.
Yes. So it makes the Madison field actually play almost... I've seen more of their games end elimination style, where you just have lost both of your lives. And it turns into basically a second game of elimination, which is really fun, except for the fact that their field, it's almost impossible to win elimination too, because they have tons of great camping spots that you just can't get to.
That actually seems pretty cool.
Yeah,
I actually like that concept.
Yeah, so their field, it's not a rush for the bag and try and capture it as quickly as possible. You genuinely have to like whittle down the defense and kind of find a sneaky way to get to the other side. I've had a lot of luck. Well, no, I wouldn't say a lot of luck, but I've had some form of luck. Working around, trying to get behind the other team's spawn, because each spawn has a back alleyway that you can walk down. So, in theory, you could, as the game progresses, just slowly make your way to the other team's base and kind of get to a spot where you're either behind the spawn or you're up above their spawn, take out some of the defenders, and then kind of just make a quick dash into the guard tower, grab it, and then you're out of there. But just because the field is so good at being defended, it's very, very difficult to actually win. They also play it on their field where you swap sides. So if you do military intel, you play it on both sides. Which, again, I think is great. I think that game's awesome on their field.
It's like, oh yeah, like Shanty, swap sides,
yes.
Do it again.
Mm-hmm. Yup. Christian, did you say you haven't played it at Madison before?
I have not.
You haven't? Okay.
I have not.
Birdie, you have, right? Yeah.
I have, yes. And I suck at it. Very much so. I don't understand it yet.
Okay.
I've not played it many times. I like it. I think it's really different from how we do it, which is what I like the most. It definitely like switches up the strategy like a lot. You're not just, you know, going to the other side or whatever. It's not like super easy one way or the other, I don't think. Like I think it's easily like the same level difficulty for both teams, but it's like to me it's really 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 hard to play because I just like don't understand the concept of how to get over there without just getting like shot right away because it's literally like right there.
That's fair. That is actually very fair. Yeah.
I be trying.
Yeah, their map is it's really a challenge trying to figure out where you can go that's safe and not. The regulars that play at Madison have so many hours logged on that field.
Yeah, and I still feel like I'm like in the stage still with their map where I'm still learning like all the points that are like good to hide in, good vantage points and stuff like that. Like I really feel like the only place that I have pretty much like locked down, like committed to memory, I like know I can get into like a good playing groove as soon as I go there is Clock Tower.
Yeah, because you can't change Clock Tower. It's always the same layout in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the other field, like the middle section, I always run in there at the beginning just to see what they changed. Every time I go there, it's different.
Actually, in the tent too.
I like the tent.
Even when they switch it up, I'm still pretty good at playing in there. It's definitely not my worst space. It's like the other side of the field that I just am not good at.
Yeah. Hey Fern, how you doing? My brother loves playing up in the guard towers. I don't know if he still does because we haven't been up there in a while since they took the flags down. But he used to love getting up in the guard tower and just shooting through the flags and killing people.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Today's discussion, if you would have showed up on time, sir, that's a tardy. It's going to go on your permanent record. Today's discussion, we're doing military intel.
One thing I love doing on Madison's Field is going in the tent and then shooting out. You know how like there's like a little window that you could shoot out of?
Yeah, they have the tear outs.
People
Yeah.
could see you. Yeah, the tear outs. Yeah, I love shooting through the tear outs.
Yeah. I hate getting shot through the tear outs from on the inside. Like someone on the outside walks by and they're like, oh, there's somebody inside, and they just spray the whole thing. Granted, I do that every time I walk by too, but I also like their field because now I don't want this to be an offense to anybody that works at Madison, but you got a lot of short people that work there. And when you guys set up the obstacles, you set them up so I can see over them a lot, and I take advantage of it. I got yelled at last time I went there. I was shooting through one of the pallets. They're like, you can't do that. I'm like, but it's right there. I can shoot right through it. Like they can't shoot you.
I shot through the pallets. No one said anything.
Yeah. Yeah, they got upset. They're like, you need to back up a little bit. I'm like, I took half a step back. I'm like, is that good? I was salty because we were getting wrecked. We lost like 7 of the 8 games, and I'm like, I finally got to a good spot. They're like, you can't be doing that. I'm like,
ma'am.
What the heck? I shot through the pallets.
Yeah. Whatever. But no, I like their field. It's a good time. We got to go up there again. We got to do like a what's it called? A Midwest tour.
Woo!
Hit them all up once they're all open again.
Yeah, we keep talking about all the tours we have to do.
Yeah, we do. So much money gone.
The amount of money I have to save up.
Just fucking burn the money. All right.
Sorry.
Yes.
So that's
burning money. That's what I'm good at.
Yeah. So that's Madison. Waukesha, I don't have a ton of experience. I know that their bags go in the very center of the map in the marketplace. They just drop them right on the fountain. Now, I did talk to 6s and 7s the other day. He said that they're revamping their field, so it's going to be different in some fashion. Oh, we have a Milo. Hi, Milo.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, the evil kitty eyes. I like it.
Milo's
oh, never mind. I
I'm
confused
glad.
them with the derpy kitty eyes. Yeah, so Waukesha is dead center in the middle of the map. It takes like 5 seconds to get there if the doors are open, right? And you're just exposed. What is happening? You're just super exposed the entire time. So that Field feels a lot more like Chicago, where it's a real fast-paced game.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yep.
But they're sausage.
Chicago.
Michigan, I don't know where they put it at Michigan. I don't remember playing it at Michigan. Fire Mandrill, if you're in the chat, let me know. I know you're out there.
I don't even remember playing when we went. I'm sure we did, but I don't be remembering.
We have to summon the Michiganders to the chat. OH.
The Michigonians. The Michigoons.
See if that triggers any of them.
The Michigan people.
Yeah. Probably trigger my brother, actually. But yeah, their field's also really small, so I'm sure whatever happens on that field happens really quick. Oh, there he is. It changes depending on the layout. Oh, okay. Interesting. So they put the bags in different spots.
It changes! Woo.
I like it.
All right.
Okay.
We love a little bit of versatility.
While we're waiting for any other details to come in, we've had some time to think. Are there any rules that anybody would like to change or add or remove from any of these games?
Any of
Well,
them
military intel, but we'll go back and we'll talk about the other ones eventually. Not today. We're coming up on our hour, so.
Oh.
Would you like me to start?
I had one from military intel specifically just to make the game last a little bit longer, like Madison's. I was about to say Michigan.
Oh, okay.
But you know how the backpacks are just like on the other side of the shower?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought about moving them down a bit more, one or two, and having them in the jail cell, like 1 or 2 jail cells down.
Okay.
That way it's not that I know the game will be over it'll probably be over in less than 5 minutes, but at least it's not a 30-second game where people could risk hurting themselves.
Yeah, it turns more into like you capture the flag. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. For me, my reason was I just want to make the game safer.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually a really good reason because they're in very dangerous spots, especially because that hallway that you run in and out of is like a blind hallway if you're coming through it because you can't see either of your flanks. That's really good. I like that.
It would also just be good for like increasing the competitiveness. Hello, English of the game.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like wide out in the open. That way, it's not right outside the shower. You know, like it definitely gives it a little bit more cover, a little bit more to go for.
Yeah. Totally. My rule that I've been kind of like hinting and trying to push is that you can't touch the bags for the first minute, kind of like Jailbreak.
Oh, really? Huh.
So you just completely eliminate the option of rushing out and grabbing it.
Say that again, sorry.
So there's like a 1 minute countdown at the beginning where you cannot pick up a bag.
Oh, I love that.
And then any second before disqualification or just have the team
they just
say, hey,
like you
not
just
yet.
Yeah, so like the team leaders always kind of hover by the bags, so you just have the team leaders hold the bags until the minute and then they drop them and then you can pick it up and go.
Right.
That way like I think they can keep the bag in the same spot. So it's really central on the map, so it's not super defensive.
I like that.
But you just can't sprint through the center, grab it, and run back in the first 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And I would actually apply that to any of the games that have a heavy capture theme where both teams are sprinting for the same objective, basically. It's like military intel, espionage, supply grab. Yeah, just any of those capture objectives, which kind of sucks because some of the achievements are like win the game in the first minute. But I think it's like
there's that.
Yeah,
too.
but like
there's some achievements.
Yeah, and like what Christian said, it
gameplay.
just makes the game safer because then you just eliminate the need to run.
Right.
And it becomes a lot more strategic in getting into good defensive positions and whatnot. Works for Jailbreak. Why can't it work for everything else?
It does, yeah.
True.
That way, no one's just rushing downstairs and probably falling down the stairs and all that. So.
Yeah.
Right.
Another one that I think would be interesting is if they reprogrammed the way that military intel is handled, where instead of using a backpack, you had to shoot a tube like recon and come back, so that there's no question of, oh, I shot him, oh, I didn't shoot him.
Oh, I totally agree, but I think it should be like on all
Oh
those
man.
games because those conversations are always so painful.
Yeah, it's
like
the worst.
so like it can be so easily eliminated by just using the technology they've already created. Like I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like granted, it is cool to like have a prop and stuff like that be part of the game. And,
yeah,
like,
and you get progress where like you get it partially back. Like I like that
Right.
idea, but it can get very frustrating when you shoot somebody and they run for another 50 feet before they drop the bag. And
I
then
think
you
the
get the
real thing
team
is
leader that
like,
just doesn't care, and they're just like, I didn't see
Yeah.
it. And then
there's so much like room for like conversation, debate, whatever, and then you get the team leaders involved, and like some team leaders really care, some don't. It's like there's so
Right.
much like.
Well, then the
just,
worst is when someone radios like, oh, they captured it, and then the person on ice ends the game, and you can't fix that. So
Right.
Exactly. I think there's a way to make that happen. I don't know if you've seen it, Chris, but is there a way to make recon, but can you make the score cap 1? So that way,
I mean,
like,
I'm sure
first
they
one
would
to cap
just.
it obviously gets.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably relatively easy to do in the software. You just have to add the tubes to the game, and then make the tube assigned to a specific team. I don't know. I don't know the back end of the code. I know you can do a lot with it. But I don't know exactly.
There's a lot of tinkering you could do with the ice system. So.
There is. Unfortunately, it's all behind the scenes. Like the actual iCombat people have to program the games.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I like that. I saw another suggestion in the chat from.
Fern, I like it.
From
Hashtag
Powers.
Combat problems.
Yeah, Powers said you can't cap until a player is eliminated.
Oh,
I like that.
That would be good too.
That's interesting.
I would
I like that.
I would probably add that like the bags don't even become active until a player is eliminated. So again, same idea where the team leaders are just holding onto the bags by the spawn area, and then they just drop it when a player gets knocked out.
Right. How would they know though?
ICE would have to announce it.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
ICE could just say black team can now capture the bag, or
I think it would just unlock both teams. Like if one person's out,
really?
then both teams. Yeah, because
I thought of it as team specific. I don't know why, but
no, that would. I mean, no, I think that'd be too confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It would have to be like one player gets eliminated completely, and then bam, the bags are active.
Yeah.
But yeah, those games, anything that they can do to make the game safer, I think is A+.
A1.
Yeah.
Safety is the number one thing that ran through my mind when I thought of this game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, Military Intel is the game that some
people hear those games and they're like, "Oh, okay, sprint." Like, no, you're gonna concuss
Well, and
yourself.
you get all the regulars too. Are like, this game is really fast. Get to the middle, and that's how it happens. I like slowing the games down. The games don't need to take 30 seconds.
I don't. Sometimes I play the games at tournament speed just so that way I don't get hurt, and I save energy that way too.
Yeah.
So, but then sometimes I've had like what's it called? I've had people come up to me going like, "Christian, you're slowing down. What are you okay?" I was like, "I'm okay because I slowed down."
Yeah, I've gotten I've gotten very lazy at laser tag. I don't even go that fast anymore. Like if it's just regular sessions, I'll just kind of like walk most of the time.
Yeah.
I rely on my shooting ability rather than my speed, except for the very beginning. The very beginning, I'll put a hustle on to get somewhere.
TDMs. I'll always put in a hustle.
Yeah. All right. That was good talk. Any comments in the chat? Anybody out there in chat world that want to give any extra comments, concerns, pro tips, noob and/or advanced advice? Go ahead and drop that in the chat.
About military intel.
We got a good 45 minutes of talking about military intel. That was pretty impressive.
Actually, yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, I didn't believe you.
We can do this. We can do this.
I mean, it's a It's a game that has a lot to talk about.
It does. It's a very intense game. Can you imagine if that game was used as... Oh, wait, it was. Never mind. I was like, could you imagine if that game was used in a tournament?
Wasn't it?
It was. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
That's back when we had team leaders that weren't assertive.
What's it called? But yeah, we could always modify a game somehow, some way.
I wish. I have another... We'll get to supply grab in the future. But for supply grab, I have blatantly better locations to put the crates to make the games more competitive and last longer.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the crate positionings are good for no one right now. It just creates a bloodbath on our field. Both fields. Like they don't utilize the top of the map at all, which would be great to put some up there, spread people out. Like the biggest thing, one of the biggest things in game design that they fail at when they set up these games is they're not utilizing the field. Like you want people to use the map. So like putting objectives spread out along the field is going to make people play more tactically. It's going to keep people safer because you're not bunching up. It's going to make people learn the map better. So as they play more, they'll get better at the game. There's tons of reasons that go into why the map and the field should be laid out the way that they are, but we don't have enough time. We got like negative time at this point. So
oh jeez.
But yeah, I think that's it. I don't see any chat messages, so I think what we're gonna do here is we're gonna head to our wrap ups. What do we got coming up this week? I'm gonna get Jackbox set up while you guys are talking. So one of you guys.
Class.
All right, Birdie, you talk.
I've got Thursday full of homework scheduled, and Friday I'm just gonna be killing, probably having drinks, enjoying my weekend in quarantine again. Yeah, that's about it.
Sweet.
You are all lucky to be able to drink because my mom still thinks I don't drink. So,
I'm dead, me.
that's what stinks. And she thinks I don't get high either. So, there's a lot of stuff that she thinks I don't do, but I actually do. So, there's that. Tomorrow, new YouTube video comes out. Hit me up, Christian Levenko. Easy, really easy to find. Just put down my first name, last name. Other than that, maybe I'll buy this new video game. Maybe I'm gonna buy ARMS. Good chance of that. I don't know why, but fortunate for me, my dad just gives me money every week. So there's that. Ick. Ick's in the chat. Yeah. Oh, I knew it, Chris. You'd be on cue for that, of course. Other than that, I'm just going to be video game filled this whole week. I already did all my math work that needs to be done, and I'm going to enjoy this because
gang.
I worked really hard for that good grade.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
I was up at 5 a.m. because I stayed up the whole night. I thought I might as well do something productive. So.
Oh, hell yeah. All right. Well, I have my regular week, basically. Got a couple days of work still. Looking for apartments still. Hoping to find somewhere still. My brother's thinking about visiting Chicago again soon because he's been away for 5 weeks now. So he may come back for a weekend.
Nick. Yeah, Nick.
That'll be cool to see another human outside of my immediate family here. What else is there? More streaming. So still trying to get to the viewer counts to be a partner. So we're going to try Dead by Daylight more. I seem to be getting more viewers for that. I actually got a non-iCombat sub the other day. That was pretty cool.
Friend says he'll come down and visit.
Nice.
No, the whole point is that we can't do that.
Yeah, we shouldn't be doing that. The only reason Nick is even coming is because he's by himself, so he's genuinely not spoken or seen anybody. So, and Iowa's whatever. We're not gonna talk about Iowa.
No, okay, cool.
Their lack of any type of stay-at-home order is ridiculous. But they're also not reporting cases, but they're also not testing people, so who knows? Everything's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine.
Yeah, let's not do this right now,
It's
please.
fine.
They're fine. It's fine.
I don't have
okay.
the mental capacity. Moving on.
Yes.
All I have to
So
hear.
we are going to do Jackbox games. I'm not gonna shut the stream down. I'm gonna let the stream run with the sound in the background so people can join the channel. We can get started. If you are, I'm gonna put the social link in here. You can go ahead and join the Discord if you're not already part of the Discord. Go to the Brat Streaming Live. As soon as the game's up and running, I will share the screen. You can mute the stream at that point.
Are we watching it in the excuse me, the Discord?
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen in Discord, and then so you don't have to watch the actual stream, so that way you get real time voice. Oh
Okay.
God, I got a case of the burpees,
Me too.
and not the exercise.
No, couldn't be
Oh
you.
man, I have not done burpees in the longest. I should work out again. Oh man, all this stuff that I could do.
Wow, this just got very positive and hopeful. Love that for you. And you have 3 workouts you have to do this week still. It's already Wednesday. Talking to Chris.
I've totally
As
done
he
like
mean
4 of
bugs
them.
me.
Does my anxiety heart rate count as a workout?
No.
Anxiety. Alright.
You look so disappointed. All right. That being said, got a kind of a I gotta get the music queued up. I got a fun little. What music should we go out to this week? Oh, I know what we're gonna go out to this week. I have a medical sign off for our podcast this week. This has been week 11. Thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting our channel. Please like, please follow, please subscribe, give us your Bezos bucks, give a thumbs up, slap the like button if you're watching on YouTube. We appreciate it. Slap the like button. What's up, slappers? Davey504 is going to show up at my door now.
Oh no.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. We had a little bit of a subscription kind of fall off in the last 3 weeks here, but I understand everyone's kind of stuck at home. No one's really playing laser tag, so why would you ever listen to us? But spread the word still. We're still trying to grow, and we're doing a great job. This chat.
We're giving good info about every game.
Yeah.
This is insider info on every game.
It truly is.
Indispensable knowledge.
And you have a 2-time champion.
Yeah, the 2-time is here. So
Great. Now we're encroaching on Dr. Disrespect. God, I can't do anything original, can I? I'm gonna get a bunch of cease and desist orders.
I did. I honestly thought you were the one that made it up.
No, I'm not. It's Dr. D.
Okay, nobody cares about him anyways. He's trash.
How dare you?
I never heard him say it. I've never heard him say it. That's why I thought
Are
you
you
were
serious?
the one that. I don't watch him.
Oh, that's
so,
fair.
like,
He's Dr. Disrespect. Yeah. He's the 2-time 1993 and 1994 Nintendo World Champion.
He's also a cheater.
People can change.
Is that a conspiracy theory?
No.
Is that a thing?
He may have cheated on his wife.
He cheated on his wife.
I thought he cheated in the tournament that he played. Okay.
No. He.
Oh my
much worse
goodness.
than that.
The story is he cheated on his wife. He hooked up with a groupie, came clean about it, and saved his relationship with his wife. So they're still together, but.
Okay.
And he did live stream from the men's room one time, which is a felony technically. So.
What?
Yeah, they were at a convention, and the cameraman went into the men's room with them, and there was like this little kid like at the urinal, like.
Like, what are you doing?
Is that Dr. Disrespect?
Okay.
Yeah, he made bad decisions. But let's be fair. Ninja danced. Ninja did
You
Backpack
really
Kid dance on
got
stream.
shitty taste in men. Thank God you're not gay, babe.
Have you seen his mustache? It's glorious.
Okay.
All right, anyways, we're going to sign off here. Go join Brat's live streaming channel on Discord. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that fun stuff. This podcast will be going up tonight. I'm going to upload it before I go to bed. I'm not going to do the delayed premiere. I'm just going to put it up for everybody to watch. Go watch it. Support your medical staff locally. Stay home still. It's not safe to be going out and visiting everybody quite yet. We still got a bit of weeks to go before it's safe to intermingle with everybody. I'm praying to God that Spring Awakening doesn't steal my $600.
No, I don't know where you heard what you heard, but any of their official announcements have been that they're moving it back. Not that.
Oh, really?
They haven't made any official announcement about not doing refunds or canceling or anything. Literally everything they've said.
Oh,
is
I just went straight to their website where it said like they're not issuing refunds for COVID.
Well, I mean, they're probably not issuing refunds because they're not canceling. They're just moving it.
Well,
yeah.
I'm still hopeful that it doesn't happen because that'd be a real moment. And that was the bruh sound in the background. All right, that's it. Support your medical staff. Stay home. It's the best thing you can do to be helping the situation. We are 4-5 weeks into the social distancing, and things are starting to get better. Let's keep it going in that direction. Laser tag will be there for us when we get back. We can hold out a couple more weeks. Work on your dad bods. And as always...
Oh, yeah.
I'd be doing that.
Yeah. And as always, if you need a gear swap, trust your intuition. Go ask for one, and we'll give it to you guys. We love you. We will see you guys in 7 days at 9 o'clock next week. 9:30 is the start of the show. We are going to get played out to the dulcet tones of the coffin dance. We will see you guys next week.
Later, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, bye, bye.
Remember